Today's topic is money as a tool for enlightenment. Money and enlightenment, how do they go together? Spirituality and money have always been isolated. They've been pulled apart. And today the angels really wanted me to bring those two topics together because money oftentimes is related to our survival mechanism. It's related to our worthiness, our feeling of value, whether we feel supported or whether we feel abandoned. It is all to do with our root chakra. And so today's conversation is really diving deep into our survival mechanism. And I think what's happening on the planet with this real true awakening is that our survival mechanisms and everything that is in our root is really purging. And so probably you might be not sleeping, you're having a lot of anxiety. And even though you have a roof over your head, you have access to the internet, you're watching this, you've got food in your tummy, you have clothes in your closet, there's this level of fight or flight. Like all your lower chakras are really in this sense of, I'm not sure what's happening right now, but there's something going on. And that's kind of the topic that the angels are really encouraging me to talk about today, and to remember that we're going through the ascension process and we're really remembering the truth of who we are. And when our nervous systems are in fight or flight, we're having this sensation of anxiety and not feeling secure in ourselves. And so money is actually helping us remember the truth of who we are. So our money story, no matter whether you have millions in the bank, I know a billionaire who is in constant anxiety, and money has not secured his feeling of security or safety. And then there are plenty of people on the planet who don't even use money. There are indigenous cultures that don't. They work together as a community and they support each other. They feed each other. They put roofs over their heads. They come as a community and they work together. So it's your relationship with your particular money story that may, if you're here listening to this, may be inciting some sort of feeling of not support and not security. So that's what we want to bring up and we want to work with. And because if we utilize the triggers in our life, that's actually our gateway, our opportunity into more enlightenment, more freedom, more joy, more ease, more grace, right? So if you don't know me, I'm Johanna. I'm an intuitive business coach. I'm a master energy healer. And during this conversation, you will probably feel some energetic shifts and some waves because that's my intention for today. My story is basically I built a multi-million-dollar real estate firm and my soul had a different story. And here I am working with beautiful enlightened beings, benevolent hearts that really truly want to bring more love and more light into the world. And that's my joy. I work in the quantum field. I literally can work with timelines and clear the Akashic records and close ancestral beliefs and patterns and things like that. So it's really my happy place to help people take a quantum leap in their life, and I specialize in helping them monetize their spiritual gifts, because I believe that the more that we bring our gifts to the world, our unique and sometimes strange gifts, like we have light language and we bring codes to the world, we like I work in the quantum field and I talk to angels. It's this ability for us to step into our energetic knowingness, our sixth sense, and our unique gifts that we're bringing right here, right now, and they're getting turned on because there's more and more light coming into the earth. Today, we're gonna really talk deep dive into your money story and how it can help you with your enlightenment process and working with it versus against it, fight or flight. And then we're going to have Damari San Angelo. She's going to be channeling the White Light Council and bringing in their beautiful transmission and message for us all. And then we're going to do a root chakra clearing because the moon tomorrow with the August 30th, it's a blue moon. It's the second moon of the month. And believe me, it's expanding everything. That moon is closer. Saturn is closer to the earth. Saturn is all about your money and your work ethic. And of course, I'm a Capricorn, so it's expanding that thoughts and beliefs in my system of where do I want to place my effort? Where do I want to place my work in the world? And sometimes we get wrapped up in this, I gotta work harder. And today's session is really encouraging you to work softer and more nurturing and more loving and more centered on your nervous system, because that's what's coming up in this this expansion of our nervous system is going into fight or flight because it doesn't know what's going on. It feels this that subconsciously there's a lot of change happening in the world, and as we can see in the news, there's a lot of change happening, but it's more than that. It's a knowingness that something really, really good is happening, and our nervous system is so used to toxic environments. It's so used to it being hard, it being that people aren't nice to us, that they will lie to us, that they will manipulate us. And instead, it's that invitation to kindness and sweetness and more love and more nurturing. And yet we're not used to that. And so, of course, our mind and our programming is waiting for the next shoe to drop. And so we're in this flux of, can we trust this niceness? Can we trust this easiness? Is it okay to relax? And so remember that we use lie detector tests because the lie detector actually determines whether we're lying to ourselves. And when we're lying to ourselves, our nervous system freaks out, and like our heart will start beating and there will be a lot of anxiety. So the irony is that even though the nervous system is freaking out and it's bringing up all of this anxiety, that's actually a lie, because it's not true. That we are safe, we're loved, we're completely in the hands of the divine. And so it's remembering to manage our nervous systems as much as possible, because a lot of right now, what's happening right now is the purge, and we're actually feeling safer than we've ever felt before, right? When your body and your nervous system actually feels the safest, it will actually purge. So maybe you've had an incredibly traumatic event that happened when you're a child, and your nervous system at that stage, your body wasn't capable of processing that trauma. So what it did was it just stored it back in the subconscious mind, and it said, no, I'll deal with that later when I have the capacity, when I have the space, when I have the time. And so what's happening right now is that there's some level of our knowingness that feels safe enough to take all of that stuff from our subconscious mind into our conscious. And so, of course, we're feeling it all. We're feeling like this sucks. Like, this is a lot. And yet, the irony behind it is we're actually feeling safe enough to purge all the stuff that we didn't feel safe enough in the past, that we couldn't process. So it's that invitation to calming your nervous system and realizing that it's coming up, it's processing from the subconscious to the conscious, because there's an overall story, there's an overall knowingness that everything's gonna be okay. Like, there's some really good stuff happening. There's this benevolence that is simultaneously coming in as we say goodbye to these old paradigms, the old prison planet, and we're bringing in this new energy and this new way of beingness. And so we're actually feeling safe enough to purge the old programs, bring from our subconscious into our conscious mind. And it's an opportunity to nurture our bodies and reminding our bodies, you're totally safe and you're totally loved and you're absolutely magical. But what happens in so many conversations that I've been having lately is that because people are in fight or flight and they're having all of these money stories that are being interpreted in the negative, what's happening to their whole systems is they're kind of giving up. They're kind of saying, oh, I can't deal with it. I can't control it. I'm totally lost, and I have no idea how this is going to all work out. And so the mind is just, just completely chattering. And the irony is that it's all coming up to say goodbye. And it's that invitation to remember that you're so divine that story is not going to define who you are. That story has nothing to do with your light. It has everything to do with the excavation of you being in benevolence and completely in love with you, no matter what the external story is. So it's that invitation to use whatever that story is. It's like, I always think of, when I ask for patience, when I say, God, I just need some patience. And then you end up on a plane, and then there's a 2-year-old kicking your seat, right? And so God gives you the opportunity to remember and practice. So the money story, if you're interpreting it as a negative, which please don't, because if you have the ability to have time to watch what you're watching, listen to me, and have access to the internet, and if you had breakfast or lunch or dinner, and you have a roof over your head, you are one of the richest, wealthiest people on this planet. I know it doesn't seem like that because we have all these crazy stories of what wealth looks like, what rich looks like. But I can promise you, after having tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars in my account and then having absolutely nothing, it's the story and how you relate to it is the opportunity to remember who you are, and your wealth and your richness is right here, right now. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait. Put your suffering in, it's not about having the suffering right here, right now, so that tomorrow when you get the $10,000 or you get the multi-million-dollar whatever, then you can be happy. Enlightenment has nothing to do with the external situation. Remember Viktor Frankl, and he's in the concentration camps, and he is bringing such joy and ease to his son. And the story of this incredible circumstances where he still finds peace and he still finds joy. And that's the invitation today's conversation, is really remembering that your story is not who you are. And trying to control it when the divine is trying to bring you into more joy and more ease and more grace and more love. And the irony is that when you're in that vibration, you've put your suffering on hold and you've said, no, I'm not going to suffer because of whatever external situation I'm judging. Whether you're a multimillionaire and you have everything, you can be absolutely miserable in that moment. It doesn't matter. It's that you being blessed and gratitude with right here, right now. Like just being in this call, being able to watch this replay, you have the time to expand your horizons and realize how much richness you have in this moment. And that gratitude, and when you're in that state of gratitude, remembering all the little things. I looked outside this morning and I looked at the river. It fills my heart with joy. I met with a couple friends before the call. I'm so rich. I'm so blessed with such beautiful, loving beings in my world. I have my beautiful cat and my artwork and the food I ate this morning and the coffee I drank. Oh, falling in love with those things, that moment is the richness of right here, right now. Oh, that is enlightenment. And so my encouragement, if you're watching this and you're remembering and utilizing the money story to make yourself suffer, then that's your choice. But my invitation to you today is to use your money story, no matter what it is, to help you reach enlightenment. Sending you so much love. If you're watching on the replay, please take the time to like and subscribe. Every week we bring these beautiful messages to you. You can join us live on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I would absolutely be honored to be able to co-create with you. This is the co-creation of magic, where we lean into each other and remember and remind each other of who we are and the magic that we are. I love you all. And I want to invite my beautiful, beautiful friend, Miss Damari. Find you. There she is. And I'm going to welcome, beautiful being of light. How are you?
Hello, hello. I am just so happy to be here. What a beautiful message. Oh my gosh, it's like my whole heart was opening. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Oh, so many powerful points that you mentioned that are reminders of our truth, our highest truth in empowerment. Oh, so excited to be here. Feeling rich.
right here, right now. Love yourself rich. Absolutely. All right, I'll leave you and the White Light Council to the magic, and I'll be back later.
All righty. Thank you everyone for being here. I can feel the White Light Council. They're excited to be here in your presence and they're excited to share their message with you. For those live and watching the replay, know that everything is happening right now, and they can see who is here in this moment. However you're watching, whenever you're watching, know that we are all connected in this powerful moment of now. All right, so I'm going to invite them in, and as they say, when they're speaking through me, they're also sending energy frequencies to you. So if you want to receive them, just say, yes, I receive, and know that it is done. And the frequencies that they're sharing have to do with opening your energy centers and activating whatever you need in this moment to help you get to the next level of your heart's desires. Okay, so I'm going to bring them in. We are light, we are love, and we are here, and we are delighted to be here with you once again. It is a beautiful, beautiful day, and all of you make it even more beautiful. And we loved Johanna's message about money and enlightenment, and we want to jump in that bandwagon because it is a fun one, and it is an empowering one, and it is one that will serve you to really integrate and bring to your conscious awareness the relationship between the energy of money and the experience that you're going through and what your soul desired to experience in this lifetime. If you are here watching this show, your soul has set as an intention to awaken, and to awaken even more to who you really are. And not only to awaken yourself, because as you awaken yourself and you realize more and more your divinity and what that really means, that you are source, God, having this beautiful human experience. As you do this yourself, as you shed the fears and the limitations and the old beliefs that are based on lack and separation, basically, you are stepping into the truth of who you are and helping all of humanity do the same. And this is an exciting time to be here on earth, to be experiencing this beautiful shift in awakening. It is an experience of enlightenment, and that is because there is more light coming into the planet. There is more light coming into each one of your lives. And why is this happening? Because you are choosing and allowing your own lights to shine brighter and brighter. And how do you do this? You let go of the shadows. You let go of the fears. You let go of the limitation and step into the light of who you are, into the light that is everywhere around you. This is what enlightenment is all about. And as Johanna was so wisely sharing with all of you, money is bringing you an opportunity to step into the experience of this enlightenment that your soul has chosen to experience in this timeline. And how is this so? Money is such an area that brings triggers of lack and limitation and suffering and struggle. What a gift money is bringing to you. And money is just energy, is a consciousness, is an idea construct. And you have created this consciousness of money as an opportunity for you to support your enlightenment. Isn't that a different perspective? Many of you see money as something that you need in order to survive. And that is just the way things have been set up in your society. And the more you see money as the energy and the consciousness and the gift that it brings to you, the more you will use it as the tool that you have set it up to be. Money is just a tool, and it represents for many of you support from the universe. And many of you see money as how much money I have in my bank account, how much money I have access to. It represents, you give it a meaning. And in your subconscious mind, it has this meaning of that is how supported I am by life. And also, it has another meaning for many of you, which is the meaning of how worthy I am to be supported. And this, dear ones, is what we wish to shed light upon. Because this is the gift of enlightenment that money is offering to you. We'd like to remind you of who you really are. You are source. You are God. You are all that exists. You are energy, your consciousness, your light, your love. So does money define who you are? What do you think? No. So as the God that you are, you can just choose to experience the reality that you prefer. And in the enlightenment process, you are choosing, as part of your soul's agenda, to experience more of your truth. So if God's source is everything that exists, if God's source is all the love and the abundance and the joy that is being manifested as things and objects and experiences in your life, then that means that you can, as one with it, you can have anything that you want. You can have all the money that you want to experience in your reality. There is no limitation about or on how much support and love you can experience in your life. The only limitation is the one that you set upon yourself. So this is the process of enlightenment that you're going through. You're letting go of the darkness, the shadows, the lies, the limitation, the fears. That in this case with money, that you have put on the concept of money and the concept of how supported you are and how loved you are, how worthy you are of this love and support. So now would you join us in we're seeing this big bright flashlight. And imagine this big huge flashlight, and you're turning it on, and you're turning it on yourself, and this flashlight is bringing in the light and showing to you where the darkness has been, where the lies have been around this area of support and love and money. So what happens when you turn on this flashlight and this light? You're choosing to shine more brightly and see the light and the truth in everything in your life. So let's shine the truth in the area of money in your own specific light and life. It is truly all about energy. So, dear ones, we invite you to open your heart and your mind to the light that is being shown upon you and your life right now. Imagine yourself in the abundance of love, in the abundance of support, because this is your choice. Will you choose to receive all the support and the love that is here for you? And however that looks for you in your own life, know that you can have that because you're already one with the energy that creates it. You are God. You are love. So now, just bring in the love of who you are and fall in love with that abundance of money. Fall in love with the version of you who is experiencing so much support and so much joy in the experiences that this support allows you to have. Would you allow this into your life right now? If you do, just say to yourself, yes, 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 I receive. Yes, I create this abundance. Yes, I create ease. Because I am the powerful God of me that gets to create this in my life right now. And it is so exciting. It is so fun. It is so fun. It is so fun. It is so fun to experience all these things. So in your life right now, whatever it is that you feel money, support, love is going to bring to you, be there. Imagine yourself there. Embody yourself in that experience right here, right now. Have fun, play. Where would you like to play? Let's play with money. Play with money, play with love, play with your fellow humans and other beautiful souls in your life. And you can all play in the energy of abundance because this is who you are. There is really no limitations. You are limitless. Your soul is fearless. So in this journey of enlightenment, bring in the light into your own life so that you can shine your own light even more brightly and play in the energies of love, abundance, and light. It is our honor to be here with you and help you experience the light, the love, and the abundance that you are. We love you, we love you, we love you. and we are honored to be here. We are delighted to be here. Let's shine your light brightly and play. Play with your light. All right, until next time, dear ones, we are light, we are love. We are you, you're us, and we are always with you.
So good. So good. Oh, hopefully everybody's nervous systems are so much calmer now. How's your nervous system feeling, Tori?
So I'm actually feeling hot. I think they turned on that light, the temperature got pretty hot in here. Um, but there is a level of, it's like truth, and it's when truth comes in, it just relaxes you. It's like, oh, I can relax. I can relax when I remember the truth, that I am safe, that I am supported, and that everything that I need is just a choice away. And aligning, like that alignment. I love that you ask these questions because they're still coming through. So it's like, it's now my voice, but it's like their message coming through.
Right.
Um, it's like when we know, when we remember, and then we know what we remember, it shifts our energy. And that shifting in our energy affects our nervous system in the most beautiful ways. It calms down. It's like, oh, it's okay. I'm safe. I'm safe here. And I think that's where our nervous system really gets triggered, when we don't feel safe.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And for so many of us, money equals safety.
The program. Yeah.
It's the program. And yet when we remember the truth, which is why we're here, right? It's part of the enlightenment, going to the 5D awakening process. We know we're safe, so we relax. We can relax. But we need to remind ourselves of that constantly, because everyone around us is in such fight or flight, and all these messages, right? It's like, you're not safe unless you have this. So anyway, I love the messages that come through the angels, through us, and because they really bring a sense of safety and knowing.
Yeah, absolutely. And the irony is that we have this illusion that when we get this, then we can stop suffering. Or and it's the illusion. And like we spoke about before, it's this, if we're perpetuating that drama, if we're enabling that kind of level of suffering, we're becoming master manifestors. And so we don't have the luxury of staying in that survival mechanism. Like, we're literally purging the old way of manipulating and taking from each other and fighting. And this was the old way of survival, right? And now we're moving into this new way of surviving, where we're co-creating with each other, we're loving each other, we're supporting each other. And yet there's still, we're saying goodbye to the old program. And so it's this really weird kind of dualistic experience where we can really trust it, we can really lean in, and we can love our nervous systems through that transition, and then love other people. And then the irony is that the more we do that, the more we get into the state of gratitude, then everything kind of works itself out. Like, we step into the flow, we step into the realm of synchronicities, and it's like you can't control it, It
Right.
like literally appears. There's just those like mind-blowing things that happen in my world where I'm just like, if I had known, you know, like instead it's just like, oh no, you were just moved into this and that and that and that. And it's just like you're just flowing down the river and it's like so joyful.
Absolutely. And everything is energy, everything is vibration. So whatever we're focusing on is just being reflected back. And I see Kristen's message of the mirror principle. That is so true. Life is just reflecting back to us where our thoughts, our beliefs are. And part of this enlightenment, bringing the light in, is bringing in the light into those beliefs so that our energy can shift, our vibration shifts, and then we get into a different reality where the new focus is being reflected back to us.
Yeah. And it's so like the level of love that I get to experience in my world now is, whew, it's just so visceral. It's so potent. And remembering that it's from the inside out, right? Like I think the old framework was we've got to control everything outside of ourselves and then we'll feel good inside. And the flip is actually happening where we're realizing it has nothing to do with outside. It's all to do with us managing what's going on in the inside and then the outside. And that's the truth, really. Like the
It,
universe is
it truly is. When I was going through my divorce, and it was really such a dark time in my life where there was so much fear, and I was not feeling safe. What's going to happen in the future? And I remember I was it was one morning I was still in bed, like late morning, and I had been crying all night because I was so afraid and feeling so alone and yeah, unloved, unsupported. And I remember I was praying for some relief. And at that moment, the pressure in the room changed and I could feel the presence of my angels. And it's like I could breathe more deeply, like my nervous system calmed down as I was feeling their energy. And then I heard their voice say to me, Dumari, your husband is giving you a gift. Love is the answer, and the answer is within you. You are the source of the love and everything that you want. It's not from out there, it's within you. So this is the enlightenment that we are, as our souls said, I'm gonna go to earth and experience this enlightenment. And as we do that, all what we thought was our support, what we thought was our source of joy and love and abundance, it's like shaken so that we can then remember, oh, it's all me. I am that source. What do I want? What do I choose? What do I believe? Or the new beliefs. And as we do that, we empower ourselves. We believe in ourselves. We love ourselves more. And I think that's what the whole process of awakening is about. And yeah, we are it. Starts within us.
thank you so much for gift of love today. I so appreciate you. And thank you to the White Light Council.
Thank you.
All right. Step into a meditation today with a little bit of an activation, allowing for our nervous system to be loved on, to be appreciated, to really lean in on the knowingness that we are so divinely taken care of. And then when we purge our lower chakras and the programming that they hold, we not only heal ourselves, but we heal humanity and help raise the consciousness. So thank you for participating today and being part of this transition we are doing. We're going through the journey. This is the adventure that we called for, and it is on a trepidation because our minds, our belief systems are constantly bombarding us with the illusion and the false matrix, and instead it's that constant courage that you have to say no, that is not the truth, and keep believing and keep focusing, keep remembering the divinity of who you are. So honored to bring you today transition. All right, so let's just take a deep breath. Get into our center and let's bring our awareness to our feet, and we're going to breathe in Mother Earth's beautiful energy through our feet, all the way up through our calves and our knees and our thighs and our pelvis and our torso, up through our spine. We're going to awaken the front of us and the back of us, up through our shoulders, down to our arms, down to our fingertips, up the neck, into our brains, and up through our crown, and awaken all the chakras, all the centers of light. We're going to call ourselves right here, right now, remembering all the fractals of you and calling them forth, calling them to be here with you right here, right now. So that you embody the fullness of who you are and the power of who you are. That courageous aspect of you. Remember the beauty and the love that you are. Bring that aspects of you right here, right now. I'm going to have you focus in on your root chakra, which is your lower pelvis. And focus on bringing your attention to the front and the back, and the left and the right. Opening it up, feeling safe, knowing that you are completely taken care of in this moment, right here, right now. And then you could open up the choice and the magic of you. And as you open yourself up, I want you to imagine that there are angels with recycling bins, energetic recycling bins. And I want you to imagine that in your mind's eye, you are scooping up all the old programs, all the old beliefs, all the old that no longer serves you, the anxiety, the worry, the scarcity and lack, that you are removing them from your system and you are placing them into the recycling bins. The angels are So happy to receive that energy that no longer serves you in the highest, that you're just leaning in, letting it go. Let's just breathe here, remembering your power and having gratitude. Activate the energy of gratitude from your root chakra as though it was this beautiful, sparkling red energy that comes from your root and sparkles in a spiral up from your root all the way through your system, spiraling up through your spine and your sacral chakra and your solar plexus, up through your heart, up through your spine into your neck, and through your brain, up into your crown chakra and out through your head. Sparkling red, powerful energy that you are commanding your reality in brighter and more loving and more magical than you can ever imagine. That as you change your energetic field right here, right now, with gratitude and love, your external reality changes in response. It will remind you of its support and its magic. As you step into the rest of your day later on, you'll have signs and synchronicities and acknowledgement for the choices that you've made right here, right now. All of a sudden, you remember how powerful you are, how magical you are, how divine you are. Because you make the choice of letting go of the old and anchoring in that new aspect of you, the one that's courageous, the one that knows its power, its ability to continuously choose, its ability to generate gratitude instantaneously. Having gratitude for the air that you're breathing, having gratitude for those that you love, having gratitude for all the support that you have ever received. Gratitude for the feeling of safety right here, right now. Having gratitude for the knowing that you are completely 100%. Having gratitude and the knowing that you have the courage to be the wise soul that you are. Remember, through all of this darkness, your light. gift that you not only give yourself, but others by anchoring it in here into this dimensional field where others get to receive that knowing. And as we see those beliefs, those new ways, it is felt throughout eternity. Your courage is not unnoticed. Your power is not unnoticed. It is recognized throughout the universe that you came to the darkest of dark, yet you remembered your light. You remembered your light. For that, you will be eternally taken care of. You will be rewarded beyond your imagination. Because the kindness you give to yourself, the love that you are choosing right here, right now, to give to yourself will be exponentially magnified and returned back to you 1,000-fold in infinite ways, synchronicities, and kindness and support, magic. As you allow for your gratitude, for your imagination of all the magic that can unfold, you anchor in that light to your root chakra, reminding it that this is the new way of receiving. This is the new way of becoming the magnet, repelling the dark and allowing for the light to be activated within you. And as such, you will walk through your experience of life with more ease and more grace and more flow. Breathing all of that in. Deepening your gratitude. Deepening your power and your choice. Your conviction of the truth. You anchor in the truth, you become more calm and more centered. let go of the last parts of whatever needs to be purged from your root chakra into the recycling angels. You say thank you to your beautiful angels. They take that dense energy and recycling it. Come back into your beingness and you anchor in your choice. You anchor in your power to call in more support. Your ability to receive has exponentially increased as you let go of the old and as you anchor in the new light and the new love. So it is, dear ones. So it is. Thank you for so much for being here. I so appreciate you. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being part of our community. We love you. We send you love and light. Please share with others who may be going through money troubles, money stories, and they need some love today. Share it out to your friends and family. And we look forward to seeing you again next week with love and light and magic and power. May you be filled with amazing synchronicities and experience life with so much more ease and more grace. From my heart to yours. I love you all.